They send Montgomery out, slot receiver left side. Rodgers takes. Ball comes out as he's back to pass, and the Bills may have recovered at the Green Bay 48. Big pile up there. The ball knocked loose by Taron Johnson, and then the big guys were down in there trying to cover up. Well, that was a big play and a forgettable game for the Bills that lost at Green Bay early on last season, but a big play for our next guest who joins us now. Taron Johnson, in his second year, Bills corner, nickel corner, is in studio with us. Hi, Taron. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it.
I'm happy to be here.
Nickel corner, it's funny, doing the play-by-play, I did my chart for the game the other day, and now this year, first time ever, nickel corner is a separate category on my board. But it is. It's a starting spot, really, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I'm just out there with two other great guys on the outsides. And, I mean, over the years, nickel has become a bigger and bigger position just based off of how much the offenses want to pass the ball.
I've seen numbers somewhere that maybe the Bills played like 65, 70% of snaps in nickel defense these days, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm out there, most of the time.
Yeah.
So, I hate coming off the field, but, that's just what it is.
Nickel corner, you have to be really comfortable playing a guy in the slot with a two-way go. Is that the biggest thing they tell you about what the difference is for a nickel corner rather than an outside corner? You got a guy he can cross the field more easily and go outside more easily.
Yeah, I feel like with nickel corner, it's basically more just playing to your help. Right. Your help is is closer than it is. If you're a corner, your help is the sideline. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if in the nickel and the slot, your help is the linebackers. Yeah, exactly. So that's just something that helps me out playing in that position.
Taron, last year you missed the last 4 games with the shoulder, and you kind of battled through shoulder stuff throughout most of the year last year, right?
Yeah. So what ended up happening is I tore my labrum the first game of the first season.
First preseason.
No, not a preseason. Regular
week
season.
1.
Right. Yeah, week
at
1.
Baltimore.
Yep. And I ended up missing the rest of that game in the second game, and then I ended up coming back against the Vikings.
And then you kind of gutted it out, right?
Yeah.
Until you got to the final month of the season.
Yeah.
Was that difficult to play like that?
Yeah, but one thing I wanted to make sure, I wanted to leave my mark. That's something I wanted to do, and I wanted to help our team win as much as we could last year.
Right. And
that's mainly what my thought process was last year.
Did you find yourself kind of playing one-handed at times as far as tackling that sort of thing?
Sometimes. So sometimes when I would hit, my whole arm would just kind of go dead, it would just hurt pretty bad. But, a lot of the times the pain went away. It went in and out a lot of the time,
right.
But it mainly happened when an abrupt move on my right arm or something like that, or if I hit it, right on a perfect spot.
You had that funky shoulder brace that you wore. No brace this year?
Nah. I'm wearing extra pads underneath my shoulder pads, but other than that, I'm not wearing a brace.
But you missed preseason time too with the same injury or the same sort of injury? Did you have?
I had a little twinge in my groin.
Okay.
And they just kind of kept me out.
Nothing in the shoulders? Nothing.
No.
Okay,
no.
so that was all last year?
Yeah.
Okay. And you came back here, I'm sure, determined to be healthy, and I wonder what you did in the offseason to kind of maintain, that bulk up top that you need in order to stay healthy.
I was here.
Yeah.
I was here the whole offseason, just trying to get back right, just trying to make sure I'm ready for this season, and I'm ready now.
What is the vibe on the defensive side of the ball? We talk a lot about you're back. You as a starter, we're back. The only guy that's really switched out is Ed Oliver.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for this team to take a step forward? You were number 2 in the defense in the league overall in yards given up. Where do you set your sights on improving?
Basically, just trying to take the ball away. Taking the ball away and being better in the red zone. I feel like if we do better in both those areas, we'll win a lot of games.
With Taron Johnson, Bills cornerback, nickel corner, and in your second year, 4th-round pick coming out of Weber State, have you had a chance to reflect on the really amazing jump in your game and your skill set, really, from where you came when you came out of the draft a couple of years ago?
Well, first of all, I only played outside corner in college.
Okay.
So when I knew they wanted me to play nickel, but I didn't really know what I was in for. You know what I'm saying? So when I got here, it was just kind of a whirlwind for me. I had to spend a lot of time in my notebook watching film, just basically because the defense is not easy to learn at all. You need time. You need to mess up. You need to see different formations and things like that. So just all those things happening to me has definitely helped me become a better player. And the fact that the way I like to play, I like to be triggered like fast. I like to play fast. So anytime I'm out there, all I know is I'm gonna play fast.
Go
ahead.
How important was it for the team? Because we got a feel from it in the booth doing the 4 preseason games, how together and how fun the preseason was when you go 4-0. What was the vibe in the locker room about going 4-0? You're coming in, you're coming back here to play the Vikings, the last preseason game. You know a lot of you guys are not going to be playing.
Yeah.
What's the vibe in the locker room like? And I know it didn't mean everything to go 4-0 in the preseason, but it meant something.
It just shows, I feel like, how much we've came together in the past year. That's what I feel like separates us the most, is just how close we are, how close-knit group we are. And it always sucks to see that even though it's the end of the preseason, a lot of guys aren't going to be here. You know what I'm saying? So that's always tough because we were so together, and that's just the nature of the business. You only keep 53 guys. So we're just, I feel like that unity has really helped us.
Talking about playing nickel corner, it strikes me, yes, it's coverage, usually of the slot receiver. It's also a lot of run support, right?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
I'm pretty physical. I like playing physical, so I like it. I like it. Obviously, I wanted to get a little bit bigger this offseason just because I wanted my body to be able to take it a little bit better.
Yeah, week 1, you're going to get Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
6'3", that's a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot, but, I'm up for the challenge.
Who do you think you'll see in the slot? Crowder, is he going to line up there?
Yeah, he is.
What do you think of him?
I think he's a good player. On the Redskins, he was definitely, when he got the ball in his hands, he made a lot of plays. So I'm looking forward to going against him. I know that's what they're going to try to use him for when we play against him.
And Taron, you played in one game against the Jets, the win down there, where Sam Darnold did not play. So this will be your first game against Sam Darnold, right?
Yeah.
And what have you seen of him on video? What kind of quarterback is he?
He's accurate. That's what I would say. That's probably the biggest thing that's jumped out to me is his accuracy when he throws the ball.
When you know a guy can throw it in there like that, like in a tight window, does that change your thought process about how you cover, or do you just know that no matter how good you're covering, the guy may try and throw it in there? Is that the only difference, or do you actually do something different with a guy that is pinpoint accurate like that?
As far as playing man-to-man, I try to play man-to-man the same every time, regardless of who the quarterback is. I want to be on the guy, locked on him.
Take away the option.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Steve was asking a little bit about this defense and getting ready to play. I wonder, we both took note of earlier today, just the feeling around the building today seems very businesslike, maybe more so than any day since the season ended around here. Do you detect that? Do you see that also?
Yeah. We got it's a big year. I'm expecting a lot from our secondary group. Because I feel like we had a good year last year. We just want to keep taking it to the next level. Don't ever want to get complacent.
It's a big game.
It is.
We're looking forward to it.
Stay healthy, stay in one piece for the whole season. It'll be
Most
great.
definitely.
Thanks, Taron.
Thanks,
Most
Taron.
definitely.
Taron Johnson, Bils nickel corner, joining us on the show.